There is a wrong way and a right way to do things. And for the past several months, I have been transporting my e-bike very much the wrong way, where I've been getting up into the bed, bending down, lifting up the 70 to 75 pounds of dead weight that this thing is, and then shimmying it and laying it down in the bed. And you know, it's done a little bit of damage on a couple parts, not terrible, but obviously not ideal. And so today we're going to fix that. Hey y'all, I'm Milledge Austin. Welcome back to the channel, and you know, I'm back. It's been a while. I had to complete my master's program through UGA. Wanted to take a little break and focus on that, make sure I did it right. And so unfortunately the channel has taken a break, but I haven't taken a break from doing the things I like, whether it's riding the e-bike, using some of the equipment for that actual program and other things. So I'm excited to get back in the saddle with YouTube, and we're gonna start that today by finding a better way to transport my e-bike. But I'm excited to get back into this, and so today we're gonna start with finding a better way to transport my e-bike. And I actually have it right over here in the garage. Let's get this out of the way. All right, there's good. All right. So in this box is a trailer hitch mounted bike rack, and it's not just any bike rack. This is made for the heavier e-bikes. We're gonna mount it, and then I've got an awesome test for this. We are actually taking a very long trip. It's gonna be like a 5-6 hour drive up to North Carolina, and we're just gonna see how this does. But what we have here is a foldable bike rack. So that way I can put it on, I can fold it up when the bike's not on there, or I can easily take it off. So let's get into this, see what it is and who it came from. So a company called Outfitr, they reached out, they saw the videos that I did with the Ovia, and they said, hey, you need a better way to transport this thing. And I said, absolutely. So they asked if I would be interested in trying this out. And so we are going to see what exactly comes in this package. It is, again, 100 pounds, rated for 100 pounds of an e-bike. It is foldable. That was one of the big things for me. I wanted it to be foldable. And the other thing is, it has, right here on top, a ramp. Because as I said, trying to lift the Ovia up into the bed of the truck, even, just about a foot, 2 feet up, that's a pain. So these ramps come in massively handy, and I love already the build of it. Let's get this out of the way. All right. So first thing out of here is your instruction manual. And it is always good to have this because in general, I think I know what I'm doing, but I could be wrong. So one of the other things to keep in mind with this versus another rack is this rack is made for the bigger tires of the e-bike, whereas a standard bike rack is made for smaller tires. So that's one of those things to keep in mind. This is adjustable for the wheelbase. So let's see, we have step-by-step instructions. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put this together, and in the power of editing, we're gonna put it on right there. And there you have it. It has been installed. I'll say that it is a pretty easy install. Everything you need minus wrenches that you'll want, whether you want to do crescent wrenches, monkey wrenches like they suggest, or in my case, ratchets. It gives you everything you need. You do need some rather larger sized ones. And so this is what it looks like all folded up. There is an easy to pull cotter pin right here with your bar, your safety bar, your safety bolt, and it just folds down and folds up. You line up the holes, plug it through, put the cotter pin back in, and it's not going anywhere. I used the vertical mount to kind of just give it a little bit of extra stability there, but that bar is not going anywhere either. And everything is just so simple and easy to use, easy to install, and yeah, we're ready to get going. So I'm on my way into work right now, and I decided to take Walton Way and keep the bike rack on the back of the truck because I thought this would be a great first test. Walton Way is not a very good road. It's not very smooth. Richmond County and the city of Augusta do a very bad job of maintaining a lot of these roads, especially these big thoroughfares. And so I felt that this was a great first test to see how things would work with this rack empty, folded up on the back of the truck. I have the X4 back there to kind of keep an eye on it so that I can go back, look at the footage, see how much movement there was, see how sturdy it felt without the bike, and then we'll do the real test with the bike on the rack. So I'm excited to see how this turns out. As you can see, the bike is mounted on here. And one of the things that I love about this is this adjustable bar that really holds on to the upper part of my seat bar. And so I could probably actually bring this down a little bit so that it goes right here instead. And I'll do that to adjust it, but it is holding it really well. I did balance it to try and make sure as much of the weight was even across the platform as possible. And we'll just play around with this and get it tuned in to make sure that everything fits. One thing I want to call out is when you're installing this, there are 4 of these bolts right here, and on the other side there and there. And it is important to note that they include this safety chain for the locking cotter pin for where the ramp mounts. And so it's good to go ahead and just put that in there and screw that on ahead of time so that you don't have to take that bolt back out and put it back in. Minor inconvenience, but that was something I learned. And so then when you take this off to go take the ramp off, it just hangs there. And you are never without your cotter pin. So then you're able to put it right back in like that. And I even did that one-handed to get that in there. So I love that the ramp mounts right there and you have a spot for it. Everything is all enclosed. All right, so several days and several hundred miles later, and I can't say enough good things about this single e-bike rack from Outfitr. It got us up here safely to Oak Island. I've driven it around the island a couple times. It's just done everything I need it to and then some. And so to wrap up, I'm gonna give you my 5 things that I love most about this rack, and we'll go 5 up to number 1. So number 5 is I love that it has this really good safety pin for attaching to your 2-inch trailer hitch. If the pin comes out, this bolt is threaded, and as long as you tighten it properly, it's not gonna rattle out, and next thing you know, you're not going to see your e-bike in the rack spilled out on the highway. So I love that this is actually threaded. The number 4 thing that I love is this bar, this stabilizer bar. It only goes so far down. It's got a built-in stop there, but then when it's all the way up, it gives you that added bit of stability for your bike, so it's not leaning one way or the other. It adds more to it. And so I love having this bar. Number 3 is how easy it is to fold this back up when you don't have a bike on it. You just put it right there. And then once again, when you want to put the bike in, you just bring it down, line the hole up, put the bolt in, put the pin in, and you're ready to go. It is so easy to fold up, fold down, and it's also super lightweight when you want to store it when you're not actually having it on your vehicle. My number 2 favorite feature of this is when it is all the way down, you can still access your tailgate. With the ramp on it, it sticks only just a little further out, so it's not too bad. But if you were to take that off, it is perfectly flush with your tailgate, so you're still able to get in and out of your truck should you need it. And my number 1 favorite feature should be no surprise. It is this steel ramp that easily stores there on the back, has those 2 hooks where it goes on the back of the bike rack itself. And it stores so nicely. It's really strong, and it saves my back a ton. I absolutely love everything about this single e-bike rack from Outfitr. Again, they also have a 2 e-bike rack if you need 2. That is rated up to 200 pounds. They also have foldable versus unfoldable. I don't really know why you wouldn't want the ability to fold it up, but if you want to, you can have non-foldable to save a little bit of money. But I will drop a link for this exact setup as well as Outfitr store down in the description below. That way you can find the setup that is perfect for you. And while you're at it, check out some of the other things they have. They have kayak racks, they have all kinds of other things, all kinds of ways to carry all the different toys and things that you want to take on your next vacation. As always, I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a comment and a like down below, and I look forward to seeing you in another video.